Resuming game. Okay, and then we will go back to dog cam here as we are ready. And as he is doing his thing for a couple of seconds, when he lays down, which he'll do in a second here, we'll go back over. Because obviously, you know, you paid for the treats. You get to see the treats. I don't have them. You have them. You got to look for them. You got to look for him, Indiana Jones. Indiana Dog. Okay, we're going to get back to the game. All right. Oh, there's still dog cam on down there. Okay. He came out of the hallway into a long... He came out of the door into a long, straight hallway. Oh. There we go. He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him. 7 was bent over, apparently doing something to the door. Hey, what's up? What's up? Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently 7 had heard him anyway. The large man stood up and turned to Junpei. Oh, I was just putting one of those plates in there and should keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here whenever we want, right? Ah, well, why would we want to come back here? Snake was a reasonable one. 7 thought about it for a moment before he answered. I might like to play the piano. Piano? Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of here yet. Without waiting for an answer, 7 started off down the hallway. Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed 7. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself. He had difficulty enough believing 7 could play the piano. But even if he could, the piano they left was just useless. The keyboard was completely scrambled. If 7 wanted to come back, it was unlikely he intended to do so in order to play the piano. But if that was the case, why would he leave the door unlocked? Junpei frowned, took one last look around, and walked away from his companions. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area. A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half. They shook it for a while, but as they expected, it did not move. But behind the grate were 2 elevators. What are you doing, bud? Come say hi? Come say hi? I'll give you a treat if you come say hi on chat. If you come say hi, you get 1 treat. Come on. You gotta get it. You get it yourself. Here. Anime Saw time. Yes, it is. Script is quite a good game. From so far away, however, it was difficult to tell if they were still operating. On the left side of the grate was a door. Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open. Now, Script, are you aware of what happened last couple times? Because the one that you went to work, we got an ending. And then, okay, so we got an ending, and I will tell you what happened in that ending to get you caught up. And then I'll get you caught up on where we're at going into this moment, so you are not a little confused. You need to go lay down though, okay? 1. So just give me a sec. Okay. So, we got an ending, and we found the 9th door. There was 2 of them. And then Clover went missing, and we had to go look for Clover. We found Lotus's dead body, and then got stabbed in the back. We did not see who killed us. We reset the game with our memories, because the way this game works is when you experience an ending, you retain the memories of that run. So we are now in our second run with our memories. The first choice that we had, so a lot of things played out the same. We escaped the original room, all that. This ninth man exploded. Our first official choice was door 5 or door 4. This time we went through the door that had the ninth man exploded in it with 7 and Snake. Snake is currently still alive. So just so you understand where we are at, we just exited that room. Snake is still alive in this run. And Junpei took a moment to examine and left the side of the room. Next to it was a wall set of stairs leading downward. Standing guard at the top of the stairway was a large iron gate. Foreboding as it was, the gate seemed to be that could be opened, unlike the metal grate that bisected the room. Well, do you not remember when they looked at when Clover was looking for her brother before they went through after they went through the second doors? They found Snake's body. After he was missing, they found Snake's body in the door they hadn't gone through in the second set of choices in the hospital room. And hello, Leaf. Foreboding as it was, the gate open. And it has the female symbol? He wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure. Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway? They reference many solar bodies. I died because I fell off a cliff. Damn. In Elden? Sun, Saturn, Earth. So as you can see, this one likely not as the woman symbol, but as the Venus symbol. Yeah, I looked at you. So I assume. While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized 7 had slipped away. His absence now felt. Snake and Junpei turned around to look their missing companion. There. 7 had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs. Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him into the right direction, and they both headed after 7. Before long, the 3 of them stood in front of a door. It was a French door. Junpei tested the door and realized that unlike many others they encountered, it was unlocked. The horse ran off the cliff. Oh no! Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. He stepped inside. It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings. Is this some kind of casino? Looks like it. Before Junpei could comment further, a noise behind them made them turn around. Snake was shaking the door that just came through. As 7 and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration and kicked the door for good measure. It looked as though they were once again locked in. There was no reason to panic, however. Even if the door had been open, there was nowhere for them to go. They had to find another way out. Alright guys, let's split up and search for clues. No dawdling, let's go. Quickly now. Spurred by the into action by 7's words, Junpei and Snake went to examine the room. Oh, I hate these sections. They're always the worst. In my opinion, I hate them. Let's get ready. Okay, puzzle time. It's puzzle time, y'all. Huh? A playing card? There's something on the counter. Looks like a card. A playing card. No, it's just your Magic the Gathering connection, Junpei. Like. Check out the stained glass. How beautiful. Duh, what? Huh? stained glass. It's colored pieces of glass placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I only need to touch something to know. At least I can discern the basic structure. We need... Huh? Didn't think I'd find a card here. Whoa, those two lights turned on. A bag of money came out. Oh, I thought I heard something down there. Okay. It says 1 on the plate. All right, let's put the coins in from the bag. What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, I don't know. I pressed the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. I'm being griefed by the game. Yo, I'm being griefed by life. That's how it is, Script. That's how she be sometimes. Looks like the coins got stuck. Oh dear. Plate says 3. Junpei, perhaps you should be careful in the future. The coin star. I am so excited, man. I am so excited for D&D. Oh, please don't make the same mistake again. That would be bad. I love the idea of playing Baka Baka. I know. It'll be fine. Jerk. I'll put this coin in the slot and I'll show him. Oh, that's weird. Do you intend to lock us in here? It's not my fault. The coin just got stuck on its own. Oh boy. All right, let's drop a coin in the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards. I only need one of you. All right. And then... Hello? Do. 777. Yes! And I think I heard something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There's something akin to a drawer in the bottom part of this machine, yes? Pickup drawer for the dividend. Probably the lock drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you would. What is it? Is there something in there? Yeah, a playing card and this. A key with a Venus symbol on it. Excellent, Junpei. Now we'll be able to open the gates. Now, we just need to figure out a way out of this room. Correct. Come now, Junpei. Hurry up. And he's off. There was a playing card and a Venus symbol. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for the card... Okay... Whoa, this place is like super amazing. What's this place for? Probably for playing Baccarat. Duh, looks like it's a little off though. The one in the middle of the table, there's something mounted, see? There's something mounted in the middle of the table. Yeah, I know that. Suddenly, Seven began to speak. Duh, Baccarat. You ever played, Junpei? Junpei shook his head. He barely even heard of the game. Alright, how about I explain the rules to you? See, in Baccarat, it's a kind of unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. And the whole point is to guess which of the one is gonna win. And whether the banker or the player wins all depends on their hands. The way their hands works is different from other games too. See, you take the number from the ones you place and add up the values of all your cards. Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose. And that's it. That's the explanation. Got it? Well, actually, there's a little more strategy and stuff, but what I told you sums up the game at its core. It's a single digit to the sum of the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9. The weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it? He hadn't been asking for it, but Seven's explanation rushed through had been actually pretty helpful. Although he had only half understood most of it, Junpei now felt as though he had some grasp of how victory was won in Baccarat. However, Junpei had no way of knowing if the puzzle in the baccarat table in front of them made use of those rules, and if it did, in what way. No problem, he told himself. He would simply try everything he could think of. Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the baccarat table. Hey, Seven, are we really supposed to play baccarat? Duh, it's a baccarat table. What else are we supposed to do? Stop worrying. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in front of it, so... Well, then that's the opponent's number. If the case, we put 3 cards, and that's how many we can get. 3 cards? There's a couple of indentation with white lines around them, right? Those mean we gotta put down 3 cards, so... Place 3 cards here to defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I gotta do, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Something tells me there aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I'd like to make sure I've got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. I've got to pick a card and play it. If I figure I play them in the right spots, it ought to happen. Alright, let's give this a try. Three, 2, 4. I win. All right, just put these 3 cards down. Yes, it opened for me. Great, you did it, Junpei. You think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Come on, grab it. All right, let's take this card. Okay. The 3 cards I placed down are now stuck to the table. They won't be going anywhere anytime soon. There's a whole lot of glasses on the shelf. Doesn't look like there's anything else back there, though. Oh, wait. No, well, you look at that. Someone left a bottle of booze here. Don't mind if I do. Glug, glug, glug. That hits the spot. Duh, feels like my throat's burning. Damn, did he really just drink it? We don't even know how long it's been there. And here's the cards. All looks like I need to play a playing card here. All right, let's give it a shot. There we go. It opened up, and now we need to make a 9 again. It seems that way. There's 3 slots this time. Let's see. 3 slots for cards, and there's a 9 right below them. Duh, you think we gotta make a 9 with the 3 playing cards we got, guys? I think so, Snake. 7, I think so. Just like the baccarat table. Let's give it a shot. Look at that, it worked. All right, so I put the cards in here and we left it under the slots. What happens now? Is that? Yes, I did hear something come from the exit. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems as if the exit is unlocked. Let's go. All right, let's go. We found it. We found it, everyone. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino into the large open room. A large room, in fact, they had been in once before. To little and no surprise. And absolutely, yo, hear me out. Before we continue, everybody, please do me a favor. Check out Litchi Bat. on Twitch. If you are not following her, she is one of my best friends. She is awesome. She was recently playing Devotion. Give her a follow. She did the overlays for our channel, and you know, she's a wonderful person. She plays spooky games, and she's just awesome. If you're not already, please give her a follow. A room, in fact, that they had been in once before. There was little surprise to them there. Oh, it's not working. They already knew what the next step had to be. Large iron gate stood between them, locked tight, blocking the stairway. In the center of the gate was a keyhole engraved with the Venus symbol. This time, however, Junpei had the Venus key in his pocket. Wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With the distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open. All right, let's get this thing open. No problem. Let me help with this one, Junpei. Junpei and grabbed the handle on the left side, while Seven grabbed the handle on the right side. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed, and the gate creaked open. Get a blanket here. Oh man, I hope D&D goes well tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous because they're new. No worries, yo. I was super nervous for the Mutants and Mastermind session I ran, and you know what? Ryan and I might be willing to tell you about it later tonight. There might be a Cosmic Crusader stream with Ryan and I tonight. We are currently hoping to make one happen, but you know, it's up in the air at this point. We're praying for one between Ryan and I, but we'll have to see. If we do, we might be able to tell you a little bit about the session, just kind of what happened and stuff. But don't be nervous, man. You know, we're all nervous all the time, so like you don't need to be, man. You're not the only one. They pushed the gate, creaked open. It sounds as though you have opened it. Oh, we should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine. Snake, are you gonna be all right? You know, with the stairs? Oh, please do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would unlikely be tripped even if I were running backwards. Oh, good to know. Let's move. As Seven words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck. Junpei ran down the stairs a little farther in hopes of checking on the deck below them. When he reached the water, he called back to Snake and Seven. Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater. Just like the bottom of the central staircase. The surface of the water had been flat, like a mirror. Then it had not changed too much greatly, had been at least a sigh of great relief. Junpei quickly retraced the steps and headed back to C-deck. In front of the stairs were a pair of elevators. They appeared to be identical to the ones on the upper floor. Between them, attached to the wall, was another card reader. And next to that was another strange symbol. Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus. What? See, it's got the woman symbol and the devil horns, right? Yeah, duh, I get it. No way about it. That was a pretty good one, kid. Seven tousled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought was a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check. Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader. This is the Mercury symbol. The marks you mistake for horns are the stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes. Wings and staff, eh? So she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven? Sounds like Lotus, all right. Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about the inside of his skull. He began to feel rather ill. Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function. In other words, we need to get the key card that has the Mercury symbol on it. So I would assume. They decided to leave the elevators alone for the time being and head back down to the stairs. To the left was another hallway. There was a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and the three men suddenly felt very small. Oh shit, we're not gonna have time to check all of these, are we? Well, maybe we can come back here later. Let's check out the other side. They turned around and went back to where they'd come. To the right side of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship. After a few minutes of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side were 4 French doors. Well, let's open them up. Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move. It was unlocked. Thrilled to find another unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. We're back at the hospital room, y'all. He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide, his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, Seven at last managed to speak. Hey, what is this place? A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of hospital beds. They were simple things, little more than pipes with thin mattresses. Is this a hospital? He had at least been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. The room was filled with a clean smell of antiseptic solution. In the center of the room were the shelves stacked with medicine and a number of medical devices, the function of which Junpei did not know. More importantly, however, the back wall of the room were 4 doors. 3 of them emblazoned with large single-digit, made thick red paint. The door on the left was labeled 3. The second door was on the left, had no number. The third had been given a 7, and the door on the right bore an 8. That's not what we want. We want to save. And they were numbered doors. It did strike Junpei strange, however, the number between 3 and 7 should be blank. What he wondered could it mean? Let's take a look at those doors. Yeah, good idea. The 3 of them headed through the beds towards the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceeded to investigate each door in front of them, but to no avail. Yep, locked, just like I thought. Naturally. After all, the rules of the Nonary game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbers doors will... Whoa, check this out! Suddenly, 7 spoke up, interrupting Snake. Look at the red, there's nothing on it. Huh? Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? There wasn't something in it. It's vacant on the little screen, remember? There wasn't anyone in it. Oh yeah, you're right. But this one, there's nothing. That's right, You would think it's broken? Only one way to find out. Nothing. Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever, and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning. The red on door 7 and the red on doors 3. None of them worked. What, they wondered, did it mean? Well, they gotta be broken. Man, that bastard. I don't think Zero is the kind of guy who would screw around with something like this. Whoa, whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything else so far. And you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now? Well, the only thing I could think of, the thing ain't working at all. While Junpei and Sevens talked, Snake busied himself examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke. It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed. Internal hardware? That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of the red, if you please. Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device. A long, thin slit ran along the bottom of it. As he looked harder, he realized it was more than a slit, than a slit, and that it had clearly meant to accommodate some manner of electronic device. The other two reds were the same. Something had clearly been removed from all three of them. I get it. But the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts. So I assume. But why? And who? It doesn't make any sense. I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that? Just then, they heard the sound of the door opening. The three of them turned and saw Akane. Oh no, wait, Junpei thought, it's June! She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions, who were coming through the door behind her. Ace, Santa, Clover, and Lotus all poured out of the door, each of them as surprised as the last to see Junpei, Snake, and Seven. Junpei and Seven were for at a moment lost for words. What are you guys doing here? Why are you... After a moment of silence with surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they had been through. They ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten the death of the ninth man. No, that's perhaps not it. Oh. No. How do I... No. 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 Did you have me alive? Okay, wait. Maybe there's something in that hallway that might go. No, there's nothing there. The five of us had a quick look. Oh, it's not new text yet. There are a great many rooms, though none of them appear to have held patients for quite some time. Patients? You mean those rooms are all for hospital rooms? Yes. And apparently they have a few individual rooms in addition to the large central room. Although there was a door at the end of the hallway too, but it was locked. It was one of those solar system markings on it. It was the Jupiter symbol. Jupiter? I wonder what it means. Confusion seemed to be the consensus. That reminds me, what's the deal with this big room anyway? What is this thing? Was it some kind of huge passenger ship? No one, not even Snake, appeared to be ready to offer up an answer until Seven unexpectedly spoke up. I bet it's a hospital ship. In fact, I bet it's the Gigantic. We're trying to do something here, so let's save. I need to fill up my water, and then we're gonna try and do our thing here, because we should have hit a point where we're able to do a little skippy. Already read this text in the past playthrough. What's up, Lou? All right, there we go. Now let's see what we can do here. We're gonna make sure we save. We don't want to quit. We're gonna key in and we're gonna see if we can skip this because we already got this info before. Menu, map, our file. Config. Controller config, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna, oh, yo, hey, first time with the story. I see you got knifed. Yes, so I have played this story before. I'm doing a chat guided playthrough. So I'm letting all the choices that matter the chat decide. So which doors, whether we do certain actions, I'm letting chat decide that. We are going for all the playthroughs though. So by the end, it'll basically be process of elimination. Hey, we've done this. We'll do this. We are also turning this into YouTube videos too, which is kind of awesome. So we've got this in the last playthrough. I'm just wondering if I can skip it somehow. Knowledge, that's 7 both by his knowledge of apparent prison and not the only one. What's the gigantic? $7 to Lorson began to speak. Now, I've definitely heard this before. So let me see here. The gigantic. Can I skip this? He explained that there's a gigantic. We got to do the door where Jumi screws. Oh my god. 2 sister ships. I'm just curious. No. No. Not that one. Not that one. No, I'm just gonna do this one. That has to be a better way to do this, right? There literally has to be a better way with my configuration. Okay. Okay, dude, is his name Santa? Yeah, his code name is Santa. We'll go over some people here in a second. I'm trying to figure out a config option here, because there's an option that lets you skip text you've seen before, because it will repeat multiple times. Oh, it might not matter. That's not what we want. Oh my god! Oh my god. That's a good one, Cal. Yeah, so let's go over all the people as we see them here. So this guy, his name is Seven. He's a big dumb guy. Her name is Lotus. He scratched his head. We've already seen all this. Finally, he opened his mouth. I don't know. Lotus shakes her head. Is this it? A bell began to ring. That's not it. That's not it. Would you like to override the save? Yeah. I'm just curious of what button it would be. Would you like to quit? No. Oh my god, wait. Wait. Controller config. Up. No. No. And okay, I'm just trying to June. It's midnight. This is June. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. She is one of our childhood best friend. That is her right here. This is June, and this is Clover. She's Snake's sister. I could probably, if you want, I don't know. I'm just trying to still figure out how I can do the proper skips without. So config, controller config, disabled the debug. LID. Okay. Okay, let's get moving. That speeds up the wrong way. So that's just thought. Yeah, that's Ryan. Definitely check out his channel. He's awesome. We're trying to get to a new point in the story here. And it's not really working the way we're wanting it to, which is unfortunate. I'm just trying to see here what I can do. Controller config. Green is what we're on. Lid. Oh, isn't there a way to fast forward? Search for all these rooms. Well, you've already checked some of them out before you came here, right? So a single 5 rooms each, yeah. We searched for the 5 rooms. It's just not letting me do what I want to do. It's... We searched the rooms and like... would you like to quit? No. For the bell ring, it's 1 a.m. We go back. We find 6 of the others already there. Like last time, 6 of the others are already there. I'm going to do something here and we're going to do a little talk so that y'all understand what's going on. Let me go ahead and put an image on screen just so that I can explain who everybody is. Just takes me, it'll just take me a second here to find. Where is it? Okay, but there it is. Okay, so this is the crew that we're dealing with, everyone. I don't know if y'all can see that. So here we go. We've got this guy here. That's the 9th man. He gets killed. Oh, I don't know if you can see my mouse. The 9th man in the... How do I do this? So starting at the front, we got Junpei with his little jacket here. On the right of Junpei is June. On the left of Junpei is Santa. On the right of June is Lotus. Above them is Ace. Right over above Junpei is a 7. And then Clover and Snake and the Ninth Man. We'll get rid of that here, and yeah. So they were already there. Ace, Santa, Seven, and Clover. They're gathered in the front. One person, however, was missing, and it was Snake. Wait. Oh, this lets me skip it right here. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so basically what they're saying here is we need to go somewhere now. We have a choice finally. We are looking for Snake. Snake is missing. Where do we want to go? Last time the first location we went was the casino. Where should we go first this time, everyone? Should we go to the casino again? Should we go to the first cast cabin? Maybe back to Holly with all the rooms, or maybe back to the large hospital room? Where do you all want to see me go? The first chat will determine where we're going, so the first chat member will decide which option we get for this. And then when we get to the door, we will run a poll for the door. But that's the thing, you know, first chat, please let me know which location should I choose? You know, please let me know in the chat right over there. I don't know actually where your chat is. I could probably have chat up on screen somehow. That could be something I figure out. But anyway, let me know, y'all, and we will go ahead and do that in a moment here. Just waiting for it to reach y'all, and then let me know which choice we're taking. Pretty please. Yeah. And but yeah, what are y'all thinking? Which choice should I take? I will be right back. I need to go get a drink of coffee. But let me know, please, which option I should take on where we should search for Snake. Where should we search for Snake? Let me know what y'all are thinking. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, follow, and subscribe. Check us out on other social medias linked in the description. Bye now.